Alrighty, we're live. Let me make sure. Okay, it doesn't. My preview is not opening and playing sound. So last we left off. Oh, a chest. Got some. Start the stream anxiety today. Gonna go see Iron Lung later this evening. And I'm pretty excited about that. I have not looked into anything to do with it at all, really, other than I know Marky Poo is running it, putting his money where his mouth is, as we know. Anyways, let's get started with the Zomboid. What do you know about that Fortnite? What's the most recent addition to Fortnite? I saw Ed, and Eddie was in it. Was that a new edition? I don't know. I don't really play Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. I don't play Final Fantasy. Although somebody in one of the Discords that I'm in was talking about playing, what was it? Sorry, I'm doing brain math. They were talking about how good the music is in Final Fortnite. And I certainly agree with them. Final Fantasy has some fantastic music in it. They linked. Oh, what song was it? They linked one of the songs. Specifically the one from Isso Sixth Circle stream. Okay. Really just goes to show that that's just kind of like those are just kind of words to me. Scream is real good. I mean, I don't know really any songs in Fortnite. Not Fortnite. In Final Fantasy, I'm so brain poisoned by this. Just so many. I need to actually zoom in. I can't see for shit. It goes to show that I'm so brain poisoned about this whole shebang. The Fortnite Battle Pass. Does Fortnite have music? It does. I think. I'm pretty sure it does. Did I break into this window? I think I did. Let's go into the garage. I think that's where the ammo is. Box of shotgun shells? Well, that's not going to be quite enough, I don't think. Are there more pistol ammos around here? I don't know. Anyways, what was I saying? 30. I wish I had a gun with 38 special in it. But yeah, Fortnite. Final Fantasy music is good. I don't think I've ever really been disappointed by a track in that game. Sorry, I gotta prepare myself for going around shooting. Slap those back. Where did... You know what? Here we go. We're getting a little loud and silly now. A little more so than usual. Shooting the hats clean off. I should also take some beta blockers. Me downloading a block list off of, what's it called? X now? Me blocking Elon on Twitter. Sigma male blockers. Yes. I am the ultimate Sigma male. I bust down the zombies. Oh, there's my alarm. Earlier than the alarm, just so I can blast some zombies on a rainy, rainy day. But yeah, why did they rename Twitter again? Just because Elon has a hard-on for... What's the name of that X? It's something... Like, it's something that you could think is cool if you were on Reddit 24/7 in, like, 2014. The fucking I love science type beat. I love science! I love... I love science! And then the same kind of person that takes ivermectin because they don't trust. I don't trust the government to tell me what to do. I only trust RFK Jr. That guy definitely has my best interests. That's why he says, what is it? He says Tylenol causes autism, right? That was pretty recently. And then they retracted it in the most blatant attempt to extort Johnson & Johnson. You've come around on the shorter ads more. That's kind of what I thought. I think the 3-minute ads put people off. A minute and a half is a little bit more tolerable. You're not missing as much of the action. Although with me, it's, you know, 100% action 100% of the time. Because it means miss less of what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Wow, we got a group here. Right, of course. Yeah, you know, people tune into this stream because it's nonstop. Nonstop laughs, nonstop action, nonstop chuckles. Did I not grab a Molotov? No, I couldn't have, simply because I didn't have time to fill up my can. You know, I think I'm the iShow speed of 2026. Wait, I'm being informed that he actually does content still. Isn't he, like, traveling the world? I keep seeing headlines of, well, air quotes headlines, aka posts on r/ live stream fail of him being places. Man, we killed so many zombies last time, and there's still so many more. I have no idea who that is. You're not really missing much. You know, it's streamer culture type shit. Air quotes, streamer culture. As much culture as you can have. Although I think he might be up there for streamer culture nowadays. Simply because he does more than play video games. How did he get popular? He was like he played Minecraft or something? And then he got rich. Okay. I keep finding out about streamers that I've, like, never heard about before. Like, Kai Cenat, I don't think I knew who that was 2 years ago. I still don't really know who that is. Although I do know that he did a, like, subathon recently-ish. Is this thing out of ammo? I believe it is. Yep. Yeah, we got one more in here. We're just trying to stay loud so that we attract a bunch of zombies. Do I still have food in my bag? I think I may have eaten it all. Where am I in town? I don't think I'm very far at all. I've kind of just been making my way towards towards the gas station, trying to attract as many zombies as possible. That I've certainly done a great job of. I want to try and drop this shotgun. Somewhere near here. Time for sport. That's a great name for a sports place. Am I out of ammo for this? No, I have 4 more shots. Really, I'm just trying to gather as much of the town as possible. Although we're losing stragglers at a surprising regularity. Making my way downtown, walking slow, zombies pass, and I've lost my car. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I can't find it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Please, where is it? I need to drive home. If I could drive a car into the side of a building. Okay, I've lost the plot. I've lost the plot with that one. Just abandon it. Maybe I should abandon my gun in that playhouse. Very American sentences. Alright, well, both of my guns I've lost. I've lost ammo for. And I need to make space for... Can I hop this? Uh-oh, this is a terrible spot to be. This was possibly the silliest idea of them all. Nope, never mind. I'm so good. Trapping myself in a building, smartest thing I've ever done. Okay, I need to make just enough space that I can actually fill up my gas. And then we'll be good. We're doing some pretty standard stuff. Start every stream by making a giant cluster of zombies. And then go from there. Burn it all down, as they say. Ideally, we don't burn down... Oh, I'm sleepy already? God damn it. These caffeine pills. They're doing a number. I'm a little uncomfortable how panicked I am. Yeah, I would be too. We got what, like... I'm so bad at estimating counts here. We got like 50-ish or so zombies on us. What if I burn down the Spiffo burger? Is that the in-universe equivalent of burning down like a McDonald's? I think I should be celebrated for that, actually. Firebomb your local McDonald's. I should clarify, this is satire. Do not do that. Burn down your local Spiffo burger in Zomboid. Fuel pump is empty. Okay. We need to kite them a little bit further away. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go see Iron Lung later this evening, and that's why we're getting the earlier stream today. Pardon me. I had to slam down some Triscuits and cottage cheese before the stream because I don't know if we're going to have the chance to really eat. I may slam down some more of those when we get off. Just sate myself a little bit more. Get a little bit of food in the belly. I wish that this rain would let up. That's a zomboid-ass meal. Yeah. Girl dinner, Triscuits and cottage cheese. Although the zomboid meals crack me up. They're always... It's like, yes, I've made... I've made cabbage, and ground beef stir fry. That will make my character very happy. Actually, very unhappy. You just throw some like powdered onion and salt on it, and it's more than enough. Did I not did that actually fill all the way, or did I cancel that? No, it filled. Okay. 1 liter, pretty fast. They're still coming, huh? They always are here. More sheriffs. I need to get some food. If I could make some space to grab some food. My God, there's so many clusters here. And they're all different clusters. I've managed to make like 6 different tiny hordes because none of them will pay attention enough to make a big mass. A midnight mass, one could say. I have more caffeine pills, right? Yeah, okay. Slam down the caffeine pills. This is probably one of the worst days to try and do this. I don't know if the zombies will actually stay on fire. But yeah, Zomboid meals crack me up. It makes me think of, Let's Find Out. Yeah, you know what? Let's find out. Let's do a little bit of fucking around. Perhaps find out at some point. Oh my God, they're all over. They're all stuck on the gas station. Big group. It won't stop raining though. If I make a Molotov and they stop burning, I'm in a bad spot. Although, what does it matter? I can just find more gas. Well, maybe not gas. I can find more glass bottles and rags. That's for certain. My God, we got... Sorry, I'm trying to think of a medium, small-ish band that I'm not trying to insult. We got a full venue here. Some stragglers, but we got a full-ass venue trailing behind us. I need to make enough space to actually make the Molotov, too. Oh boy, and there's still more clusters that I'm just stumbling into. It looks like the rain's going down a bit. I may need to take a sledgehammer to the wall of this police station to get some guns and or ammo. How much time does it take to make a Molotov? Me consulting the Anarchist Cookbook. What's the average cook time on a Molotov cocktail? Oh, this is a lot longer than I had hoped. Isn't it just shoving a rag into a glass bottle? My God. The horde. They're I don't think the AI knows what to do with this. I can't wait for my game to crash, trying to burn this many entities. It will be glorious. At least if they do actually burn. That's a lot of zombies. I want to say that that's like 50 to 100 zombies. 30 to 50 feral zombs. I need an AR-15 in my house so that I can deal with 30 to 50 feral zombs if they try to attack my children on my property. Exactly. Yeah. Oh my god, there's an buster. Okay. Make the Molotov. I'm not going to have enough time for this again. The hungering swarms. Okay, well, I was gonna risk it for the biscuit, but I thought better. The noises. Need to take more beta blockers about this. My character's gonna have PTSD from spending 2 days Molotoving zombies. Thinking to themselves, damn, these were my neighbors. These were my neighbors and brethren. Just barely keeping out of reach of the hungering masses. The noises of them making noises at the same time is horrible. Yeah. This is truly a mess. Okay, I need to make enough space to make the Molotov. So I think we I thought that I'd cleared this area. But nope, there's always more stragglers. The large hordes. Okay, just keep running for a second. Make the space. We can get the Molotov made. Now, when will it stop raining? Oh man, we lost so many of the stragglers there. Okay, well, now we gotta regather the group. Damn, it's like herding cats over here. I'm out of water in my bottle too. It's raining. Just open your mouth and look up at the sky. Come on. You know, strangely enough, this reminds me of in one of my cross-country trips. I think it was on my way to Maryland. I ended up stopping in like a town in Ohio-ish, just like a small town, and they're banging against the car. Damn, these guys really are dumb. Just to fill up on gas, and I was like, this is a gas station and a like Dollar Tree type store. And I passed by plenty of those in my cross-country journey. But I don't know why this one stuck out to me in particular. There's plenty of those in the world, out and around. It's raining harder again. I kind of don't want to throw the Molotov right now. I think we can get them all into the Spiffle Burger again. Even in towns we drove through that had nothing else, there were gas stations with big stores. That's true. There were a lot of like, ooh, a wine bottle too. And make another Molotov. Even in the towns that had nothing else. Hey, you got some friends? Yeah. I got a couple. I got about a few. But yeah, like big gas stations, if nothing else, small towns with like a big gas station that made fresh food, like a Sheetz or a like a Maverick, I guess. I don't really know many fast food type gas stations, to be perfectly honest. Even the smallest of towns along the East Coast, there were plenty of those. They collectively sound like toilet flushing. That's how it sounds when I talk. Yeah. Daph, I don't think you sound like a toilet flushing when you talk. Back to Nurture Chiropractic Services. Damn. Fuck this place. Yeah, I mean, Sheetz is like one of the last places, or one of the first places that I really am aware of. Oh yeah, Wawa. In the, I don't know what else to call it, the like gas station chain wars. We're just gonna make our way to one of these smaller houses and hope it's not super compromised. We're just gonna rest there for a minute. Hopefully they have some food. You're getting a Wawa near you? Yo, Pog. I actually think that those places are a little underrated. Like, they're not great, obviously, but they're at least like decent enough food, and for cheap-ish. Cheaper than a lot of places. There's also Rutter's. So many of them are from Pennsylvania. This is the Turnpike's fault. That's true. having driven on the Pennsylvania Turnpike like 2 times, I gotta say, that place sucks. Not Pennsylvania, but like the Turnpike. I feel like there's no reason to hang out there. How are you fitting a hard hat into your glove box, by the way? You know, Pennsylvania sucks. It's the worst state. I will disagree with that one. Pennsylvania does suck in its own ways, just like every other state. They all have their own issues. But I would say that Pennsylvania's suckage is better than many, many of the flyover states. Smells like fish food. Maybe every area that you've been in Ohio, not Ohio, Pennsylvania smells like fish food. But I don't think every area smells like fish food. Come to Ohio. Ohio, honestly, Ohio, from what we experienced of it, was kind of nice as a place to drive through. I can't say that it's a great place to live. Lived there, and it's the place I hated living the most. Though I was in a really small town for reasons. I think you've talked about it with me before, but I am not remembering what said reasons are. Regardless, here, let's start taking some antidepressants. Surely that will be nice. Was the proximity to Raven Rock? My favorite area in Fallout 3. That's a lie. It's a pretty blatant one, too. My favorite area that you have to progress the game to get to. Wait, can I make a stir fry here? Do they have... do have knives? Yes. Is that it in here? Well, we'll find out. Pennsylvania is just not an amazing place from what I've experienced. The Turnpike is just very nonsensical, even in the base idea to me. Like, okay, here's a main thoroughfare that you have to have everybody on. It's like, it's libertarian type planning of just like, well, you don't have to drive on the Turnpike. Aren't my taxes supposed to go to this kind of stuff? Sorry, I'm bumping my mic. Are my taxes supposed to go into this kind of deal? Oh, man. Gotta deal with zombies in my kitchen. Okay, come on, guys. Over in the corner. But yeah, Pennsylvania, like, the Turnpike just makes no sense to me. Like, sure, I can have, it's like, what, slightly cheaper taxes? overall to have a main thoroughfare of that caliber be um just the worst to drive on. Because I got off of it too. Like, I got onto it for a while, and then I got off of it for... I think I needed to get gas or something? I don't remember. Although, no, on the turnpike, I didn't have to deal with that. It just made so little sense to me, just coming from out west. I was like, okay, so you have all of this... You have this huge roadway with a whole lot of nothing on it. Like, I ended up going to a gas station. I felt like I was going into a strip mall. And it had, like, a historic... I stopped in there for all of, like, 10 seconds, and it had, like, this history area of, like, oh, yes, here's why Pennsylvania is so great. And the entire time I couldn't help but think, but why? Why does this exist in the first place? This is a monument to man's hubris. Such an East Coast thing. Yeah. As a West Coaster, I was like, why the hell do we need... Why do I need to know what's so good about the state that I'm driving through on this main thoroughfare? On this spot in 1832, a famous man took a piss, so we put a placard here. Exactly that. Least nonsensical... Ooh, ketchup. Ketchup and salt. Perfect for my bag. Wait, you're serving pork and fish? On the same dinner? Okay, Caligula. Talk about opulence. I don't think... Here, let's take down the curtains. I need to... Are there two windows here? No, there's only the one. Okay, never mind. This place... Also unsafe. On this spot in 1832, a famous man took a piss here. So we put a placard, and we hope that you'll spend your money like a fool in this shit-ass gas station. Although those gas stations are nice. Like, the only nice-ish thing about the Turnpike is that. Which is whack. I shouldn't have to be like, ah, yes, this... this, this gas station is of reasonable quality. It's a gas station. Although it does actually, I feel like it does make a big difference. Going from, like, just absolutely piss covered everything. Ooh, peanut butter. It does make a difference going from like piss-covered everything out west. There's a lot of just garbage ass gas stations around here. Like every Chevron or Sinclair I go to, Shell, you know, the variety. Every other one of those I go to, I'm like, why the hell? Why the hell does this suck so bad? And then I think about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, they don't pay their workers well at all. Nobody cares to maintain anything because it's bad. They don't get paid enough to give a shit, so they don't. I grabbed 2 of these little magazines. We'll just do a little read of that. And then let's sleep. Poor Sandy Grigsby has been going through the ringer these last couple of days. Busting at the windows? Who's knocking on my door? Who's knocking at my door? Go away. Don't come round here no more. You know, I'm a pretty big Men at Work head. Could I name all of their albums? No, not at all. Do I enjoy the stuff that I've listened to? Yeah, absolutely. Their greatest hits goes hard. Nothing like a 3 a.m. snack of a banana, a lime, and a head of broccoli, a floret of broccoli. A single floret of broccoli. Man, we really are living that wanderer lifestyle here. Just flipping through people's houses, reading magazines. Is this 2 days straight of rain? That's a bummer. A Kentucky summer? Like this? What the hell is taking up all my inventory space? Oh yeah, all of the garbage that I keep on me. I do want that peanut butter. What are y'all's thoughts on peanut butter? No, I think I'm a fan. Chalky milk. I got nothing better to do, so let's just drink all the chocolate milk. And an entire loaf of ham. Champa. Oh yeah, we have a pretty gnarly beard going on. Can I shave my face? Does not appear so. Okay, well. We'll just stick with this then. maybe wash myself off since we have the time. Gotta wait for it to get light out. But yeah, the turnpike, to brush back up on this, I think I drove on it for an hour, hour and a half. And as soon as I got off of it, I was like, oh, that road sucks. Why did... This is a monument to man's hubris. Why does it need to exist? Who wants to... I can't imagine living in Pennsylvania and spending numerous hours of your week having to drive on that thing. Just like, damn. There's gotta be a better way to live. Oh yeah, let's also grab this can of chili. They busted in and down this house? Alrighty. I kind of want to make sure that my character is not hungry. Before trying to do another grouping. Another cluster of zombie. Photo book. Nice cats. Yoink. Ooh, whiskey and wine. Okay, well... Ooh. That's my hip. I don't think I need all of these waters. Oh, there's my alarm. Busting it down. House style. Do you think Dr. House, MD, ever busted it down? I'm gonna go with no. He seems like kind of... He seems like a man that hates fun. Or hates the idea of fun. If you told him to have fun, he'd tell you to get medically induced euthanasia. Haven't you seen that gif of him dancing? No, no I haven't. Actually. Oh damn, it's a Dale Gribble bunker. They got 2 computers just on the shelves down here? The hell? With the boombox? You know, goes to show how much House MD I've seen. I have not seen that. This rotten fish on the floor. Is there a kettle here? No? Okay. I really wish that it would stop raining. How's my crowbar looking? Not even an impact. Damn. Where's that cat book? can finish an entire photo book before a sausage finishes cooking. Sent me a GIF. Okay. Let me check that out. I have 2 Discord notifications. Oh, damn. He's kind of got swag. He's got that white boy swag. Busting it down. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm getting more information about the Stormlight Archives TV series stuff that has been getting talked about, and I am so excited to... Oh damn, they all busted down the wooden fence here. What a group here. Let's do a quick little run. I haven't seen the zombies actually bust through one of those wooden fences. They must have added a bunch of HP. Or made them destructible. Anyways, I discovered yesterday that Stormlight Archive is getting a TV series, and Brandon Sanderson has been posting about studying the way that Peter Jackson did Tolkien, and that inspires me greatly. I was like, oh, okay, I think he might have some potential here. But finding out that if he does his books in the style of Lord of the Rings and even hits like, I'll say 70% of the mark, it's gonna be a good series. Is that that looks like a nice camping bag. Can I perhaps convince you to part with that, my zombie friend? Please stop breaking into these cars. They look nice enough that I would like to not have the windows broken. Man, what a cluster we have here. But yeah, somebody... I posted an article from Hollywood Reporter or whatever. Like one of those dog shit magazines that talks about Hollywood. And they were mentioning that there's an Apple TV deal for the Brandon Sanderson works, which, like, I was talking to a couple of people about this, but if they do something similar to Game of Thrones and it works out, we'll say a little bit better, that will make for entertaining TV. I know a lot of people are fantasied out, but I'm fantasied in. Give me more. Okay. Go Molotov. Get the group together. Get them burning. Get them running back through it. Please, please, please do not put them out, Rain. hopefully we can get a continual reaction with enough of them close together that it just kind of like makes a bonfire. I gotta make sure to give these people a wide enough berth that I do not end up burning. Yeah, yesterday's rainstorm in game was a little concerning. I can also try this again pretty shortly. There we go. That's a good huddle of bodies burning. We'll just try and keep them close enough that they keep relighting each other. But yeah, I'm very excited to see how Brandon Sanderson brings his universe to light and to life. The Cosmere system that I've been playing is really fun. I think that the potential for like homebrew in it is so big. It's like a simple enough system that if you just rename a couple of skills, I think you could run pretty much anything in it and have it be as approachable, if not more approachable, than 5e. Which is a highly approachable system in the first place that is, you know, a little bit of a mess. Just in that it expects so much of the DMs to have an understanding of the system that says, just figure it out. Burn, yes. Elmo burning GIF. Elmo stays burning. Need to take more beta blockers. My character is not happy. They are incredibly stressed. Oh, there we go. Some of the first wave is exploding. Yes, yes, burn! Burn, my zombies! Rip to that backpack. Although, is that what I think it is? Nope, that's just a pile of zombies. The sounds of all of their heads exploding as they slowly diminish in number. My God. Ooh, that one had a shotgun. Like, sure, losing the loot kind of sucks, but there is no way I was going to be able to deal with this amount of Zeds without some serious shenanigans. It just wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they all had just enough HP left that one hit was more than enough. My character is sad. Take more antidepressants. To eat these dumpster crackers too. We'll finish taking swigs of this garbage wine too. Make another Molotov for the road. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. We started our day out with a nice simple way to deal with the zombies. Do I have enough space to... I think I can fill up my gas can. But yeah, the more I play of the Sanderson Cosmere system, the more contented I am. It doesn't seem like a bad way to dip your feet into tabletop RPG, which I think is a rarity. I think we're gonna see which one of these has better quality to it, and then we'll decide which one to take. Driving around the Spiffo van. 77%? Okay. It's not too bad. Might as well see if it's locked or unlocked. Nope. Of course it's locked. Locked up the trunk too. Damn it. What about this one? Drowsy? Come on, 10 a.m. wine makes you drowsy? This is bullshit. Well, is this one unlocked? It is. Of course it does. I mean, yeah. That's a given. Flyer, Spiffo's hiring. Get rid of this junk. What's the quality of this trunk looking like? 88? Yes. Also, all of this can go on the ground. It's garbage. Okay, we've found a suitable replacement for our other vehicle, which is good news. I was not expecting that we would be able to deal with our horde as quickly as we did. And now we can try and continue onwards. Oops. We can continue onwards and upwards in the fashion of achieving a generator manual. Oh, I was stretching. Come on, buddy. Almost got me. One nice thing I like about these vans is they have huge gas tanks. They're not very fuel efficient, but you can drive around for a long while before worrying about it. I think we've gotten a good, I'll say like a third of the town taken care of, zombie-wise. At least this corner is safe-ish. And we can keep pushing towards, we can keep pushing towards filling up with the good stuff. Maybe getting some seeds. Ideally, we can get some seeds. Ooh, ice cream. How many of these are there? Just the one in each? I think I will take these cigarettes and cigarillos, though. They've been helpful with dealing with the PTSD of lighting half a town on fire. Out of gas sign. pouch of tobacco. But yeah, hopefully we can encounter some kind of time. A word search? Ugh. We definitely need to get the generator manual. If we, ooh, Moldra map. That'll be nice. Actually having things marked on your map is underrated. Do I want to fill up more gas cans? I think I do. Never a bad idea to double check. Did I ever check in the school or see if there's a library? I did not. Thank you for reminding me. I had other concerns at the time. But no, you're right. I should definitely check that. I should also check this back room, just in case. Nope. Okay. I think we are definitely going to need to check the library and the school just to double check, quadruple check even, because we're working with exponentials now. We're exponentially checking things. But yes, like we need seed packets and we need generator. That's the only way, or generator manual. If I'd just been sitting down and like saying, okay, I'm gonna get my electronics up by reading the electronics book and disassembling stuff, we probably would be done by now, but I didn't. I didn't do that. So we will be continuing onwards in our journey to find a generator manual. I don't think I pulled as many zombies as I thought. I did gather up a ton of them. That's for sure. Is there a bookstore in Rosewood? The mail service might be a good place to find that. Where else? Oh, there's more zombies by the Gigamart too? My god. Just never ends around here. Get these Zeds out of my neighborhood, please. I need to do some inventory transferring. I'm almost out of... Oh, I am out. Damn. Am I gonna need to do another Molotov session? 2 in 1 day, huh? Let's make enough space that we can actually make a Molotov down the road. because it's looking like we're gonna need it. This time we can do it in the church parking lot. Treat it like a trunk or treat. A trunk or treat in July. All right, neighborhood. Come on, guys. All right, neighborhood, gather around. Let's get another fire going. I feel like I need to give this a nickname. Community bonfire session? The bonfire is the community? Come on, guys. Maybe I shouldn't have had half a bottle of wine. Shouldn't have had that dumpster wine. Oof. Quite a cluster again. I think I can burn them out by a reasonable time, even if my character is extremely tired. Did I gather all of the ones in the neighborhood too? If I can get a decent enough cluster of them. Come on, guys. Oh, I didn't realize that your vision cone shrinks so much when you're tired. It's what, 4 p.m.? Early to bed, early to rise. Makes a zomboid character wine drunk at 4 p.m. We're not even drunk anymore. Although that does make me think of the Germa Nancy Drew stream. I'm out of water again. God damn it. The Germa Nancy Drew stream where... Sorry guys. Wasted off wine with his lipstick. Just the way that it looks like a child put on the lipstick. It cracks me up. Germa is I could aspire to be even like a quarter as funny as Germa's streams end up being. That guy is wacky as hell. Absolutely destroyed on red wine. How many bottles of red wine would that take? Like 2? Maybe 3? The idea of getting blitzed on wine cracks me up. For a person with not much tolerance, maybe 1. Yeah, that's a fair point there. Do I have that water bottle in my... I do. Let's drink some seltzer water. Are there still zombies just beating on the Gigamart? I'm trying not to burn down the church, but it's looking a little bit more likely with every passing step. You know what, now that I think about it, I think I would Destroy church. Yes. Come on, guys. There's an open door right next to you. We'll just burn down a couple of trees along the way here, too. Maybe eat some peanut butter. Let's eat a quarter of a jar of peanut butter while we're running away from zombies. Oh no, they're going to the bushes. Aim for the bushes. I think that's like, you know, I've seen the other guys. I don't like Mark Wahlberg. And Will Ferrell is like not my favorite. But yeah, I think the other guys, the only good part of that movie is Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock jumping off of a building, going aim for the bushes, and then cut to the next scene of there weren't even any bushes. They jump off of like the Empire State Building. Well, There Goes My Hero plays. I think that's like the only good part of that movie. I know that a lot of those comedies are just supposed to be quotable, but Aim for the Bushes is the only one from that I think had any sticking power. At least for me. A lot of people really like comedies. Hey, not a lot of them are very good, but they're at least attempting comedy. Oh my god, somebody's alarm is going off in the middle of this shit. Well, maybe the... Oh, never mind. The watch plastic melted enough. It's okay, I'm just a pretentious asshole. Yeah. Just a little bit. That's okay, I am too. I'm literally riffing on the movie saying it's bad. I think we may end up burning down the church a little bit. Oops. That fire is getting pretty close. Those bushes are looking pretty flammable. Oopsie whoopsie, I burned down a church. It wasn't me though, it was the zombies. I just lit the fire in the parking lot and they brought it back to the church. Can this last guy get set on fire, please? We can walk some tight circles now that there are so many of them. Come on. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think the church is actually on fire a little bit. Ah, well. Oops. Okay, we'll give Sandy Grigsby a little bit of a break here. probably like half a dozen zombies scattered in there. They destroyed the door. But yeah, what are some of the other ones? Like, I will say Talladega Nights is one of the better of the dog shit John C. Reilly, Will Ferrell comedies. It's also, I feel like they really suffer from a certain kind of insanity. Like, you have to be going into it ready to laugh, willing to laugh at terrible jokes. Something I'm known to do on occasion. Typically laughing at my own terrible jokes. Not unheard of, especially on this stream. Do I have my van parked on the outside? I think I do. We'll just swing her around back and swap up everything in there. Bring around the sledgehammer. Bring that to the sheriff's office in the morning. But yeah, I think that there are a handful of decent-ish John C. Reilly, Will Ferrell flicks. I think John C. Reilly is just way better than Tim and Eric. Just better. I think Tim and Eric is just better at that kind of humor. It's free real estate? Like, come on. Who doesn't love It's Free Real Estate? It's a classic. There's a reason it got memed to hell and back. We may need to go back to where are we? Some of this stuff too. For the barrel. What do we get rid of then? I think we pull some of the junk into the glove box then. Like the book, some of the heavier stuff. Flour? Yeah, put the flour in the glove box. That's where that goes. Why can the glove box fit more than the front seat? What the hell kind of glove box is this? Can fit gas cans in it? Okay, well. We're reaching the point of no return on our loot. Because we have quite a bit of it. Just unload a good chunk of the stuff that we have in the bags. See if fill up the trunk in its entirety, which is seeming more likely. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just do one last cursory look at the library, and then we'll bring back the Spiffo van to where the hell, what town did I set up shop in more permanently? I don't even recall. How did they got into my house? Oh my god, it's locked too. I didn't open it? I thought I did. Did I drive far enough away? Did they roam in? No. Yeah, it sounds like they did. Sounds like a big enough cluster of them did get into the house. That's unfortunate. I thought this place was relatively safe in spite of the giant clusters of zombies. Man, it's crazy. Why only your house too? I don't know. The other one's fine. This one? Nah. Come on. Well, this is why I didn't dedicate too much to making sure that it was defensible. Come on, buddy. My god. Okay, well, let's take some of these bean cans with us. The generator, we'll just leave it here because we already have it marked on the map. And then we'll grab our seasonings. Flour in a book. Some frozen cheese. Has anybody actually eaten frozen cheese? My character is bored and sad now because of that. Oops. Eating a full box of cereal for dinner. Boy, what a night. Anyways, we'll get, I think we'll set up in this house or something. Man, maybe the, okay, I'm gonna give 2 places one last search. I don't think I've fully checked this house. Oh look, a busted down door. Are there any upstairs? Okay, we'll set up in there. Should probably have a spare water bottle on me too, but I can't be bothered. My character is exhausted and I meant to give them a good sleep earlier. Here, take a pillow. You deserve a good night's rest, Sandy. Who the fuck? Who keeps an alarm clock? Who does this? Oh my god, and now I'm awake. And it attract. No wonder the zombies were attracted to this place. They're busting down my door because of an alarm clock set for 2:20 in the morning. Who does this? I'm just baffled that somebody actually had a book. Remember, the person who lived here is a finance bro. That was the other place. They probably have an insane water face dipping routine. That's true. They probably do have an insane facial cleansing routine. This person's definitely a smoker, too. I'm the smoker, I'm the Joker. Baby. That's how that goes, right? I'm the smoker Joker, baby. I'm the midnight facial cleanser. Well, I didn't want to have to get my day started this early, but it's looking like that's the case. Pancake mix. Hell yeah, we can at least enjoy some great pancakes. And a chocolate bar to soothe my woes. Okay, unload. Figure out where we go next. We just have so much crap in our inventory, too. We're loaded pretty much to the gills. It's just the generator that we need. Still have my pen light, right? American blades, small scale smithing. I saw magazines and I was so excited. Okay, well, let's go check the school. And I think, well, also check. You need to check every bookshelf or potential spawn for it. So we finished checking this house. Check the garage. It's just that going through the entire town is going to take forever, so we're not going to bother with that. We'll just check the places that we know are clear. And then the basement. Oh, a workout space. Nails. We do need nails. And duct tape. More nails. Please, anything. Nope. Alrighty then. Well, I think we're just gonna go make today a day trip back to Echo Creek. We do have other places marked on our map now. Where's Rosewood? All right, well, let's go. After I think Rosewood is like down here-ish. Man, this map is huge. I'm pretty sure each of these squares is a tile. Like in the tile set. And I think they made the map even bigger, too. I know Louisville was... Where am I? Okay. My god. Are we... Did they add the entire state of Kentucky to this game in Build 42? That's crazy. Well, let's go drop everything off at our more permanent home. We're loaded up to the gills. We didn't end up... Hang on. One of these is a bookstore along this strip, isn't it? I'm trying to decipher that. Enigma Books. That's the one. That's the one that we need to check. I knew there was a bookstore. Uh-oh. Come on. We got too many bodies in the undercarriage. And I'm driving into a light pole. I'm ruining... Oh, there goes the windshield. Do I still have the stuff for that? I do. Well, say goodbye to our good engine. That lasted all of 3 seconds. Okay, we'll pull them over to this corner, I think. What's our trunk space looking like? Oh my god, I ruined my trunk instantly, too. Well, you dim some, you lose some. Crashing into a light pole and through 30 zombies will definitely do that. Although I don't understand why running into zombies ruins your trunk space very much. I don't think I get that one. Is Enigma Books in this one? Oh boy, they're all climbing into that. Crumple zone. A crumple zone with... Well, I guess. Although this is the 90s, everything's made out of steel, right? Or supposedly. Oh, God, my character's tired again. You know what? This can be a next time we're in the area kind of activity. I say knowing full well that it will not be a next time we're in the area activity. I just can't give up. I'm no quitter. I say lying to myself. Is that a raccoon? That is. I love the little critters that are in this game now. Churns are us. What a great ice cream name place. Ice cream place name. Ugh. I don't know how to speak. I've lost my ability. We're at 42 days straight of streaming every single day. That's pretty crazy. I feel like it definitely does not feel like that long. And yet we still persist. Only 323 to go. That's a lot of days. Also, hi goats. Thanks for stopping by. I don't think I'm going to be doing a full 365 days of streaming. That would be insanity. The current goal is 180, and if I get to 180, then maybe we try and make 365. I will say it's been weird trying to get a consistent schedule for it. Like, agreed, that would be wild. A year is crazy. I know. That's why I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna aim for a year. I think a year straight of streaming every single day. That's a long time. Like, even if it's just 3 hours a day, what's it? I think I did the math last night. It's like 100 and 1,100 and like 15 hours of streaming. Although, what's the saying? It's like how many hours to master something? It's like 10,000 hours. Hey, if we actually did, I'm talking myself into it a little bit, only half jokingly, but 10,000 with the guy is kind of whack. I mean, yeah, 10,000 is a number that you just kind of pull out your ass, and you also have to be like actively looking back on each, like, how you can improve each time. Because it's one thing to do something for 10,000 hours and just be like, haha, I'm just doing it for fun. But if you're looking to fully improve in something, it takes more effort. You have to you have to review like whatever footage that you might get of something. You have to say, okay, here's what I did wrong. Although I'm okay at analyzing and like critiquing, especially self-critique. But am I still going the right path? Yes, okay. We'll just follow the bend. He's like, rich people are rich because they did things for 10. 10,000 hours and no other reason. Yeah. I don't think Jeff Bezos is rich because he uh sat in his garage shipping books for 10,000 hours. I think that he figured out logistics and also had like how much money did he have initially for getting Amazon off the ground? I'm joking also. I know. I'm just taking my riffs where I can while oversimplifying. I think it's okay to punch up at the rich. What are they gonna do? They're gonna be like, oh no, some poor some poor motherfucker is mocking me. Some poor motherfucker is saying that I don't deserve to be rich. Let me cry into my fucking piles of money. Boo hoo. Woe is me. Anyways, I'm gonna go vacation in the Bahamas now. Bye, Porby. It's okay to punch down to Porby. Yeah, I mean, I try not to punch down at people that actually have like problems and issues with their life, but hearing rich people issues, it's like, come on, man. Almost all of your problems are self-made or like keeping up with the Joneses type nonsense. Pabla? Porbacito. Pobracito. Again, my brain is a little fried. I was looking back over this last month and I have, I think, 90 some odd hours of Pobracito. Okay, there we go. Is that a group of rabbits? Aw. That's so cute. A herd of rabbits. Fufu. Fufu. And his hammer. What the hell is the little bunny Fufu running in the forest? Something, something, something. Bopping him on the head. It's been a minute since I've heard about that one. Thank you for the reminder, goats. Little bunny Fufu. Up through the forest. Okay. No one needs to hear me sing nursery rhyme type shit. Anyways, I was looking, hopping through the forest, scooping up field mice and bopping them on the head. That's Charlie work. Why is a bunny doing Charlie work? Like, I know a lot of animals that we typically consider not carnivorous are pretty much omnivores, like squirrels. Them bitches will cannibalize. In actuality, things are a lot more opportunistic than we might think. It may be a little oversimplification on our part. Oops. To say, oh yes, they're only carnivorous and, well, we're like the only omnivores. Not true. There are a lot of omnivores. Then a fairy comes and says, little shithead, if I see you bopping the damn mice again, I'll turn you into a goon. Anybody remember Psychic Pebbles? This reminds me of this. The Psychic Pebbles duck song. Yeah, like deer eating bird shocked me at first. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild the way that like horses horses will eat just like baby chickens. They're like, oh yeah, this is easy. That's an easy meal. Chomp. Mmm, delicious. Easy calories. Turns out having a full belly is a little bit more of a an every animal type thing. That reminds me, earlier today I was sitting reading some Stormlight Archives. Yes, I am the world's biggest Brandon Sanderson enjoyer, apparently, which is not even. I wish I could say that that was even remotely close to true, but there are people that definitely enjoy that way more than me. Even though I do enjoy the stuff that he makes, it's just there's always a bigger fish. There's always a bigger fanatic. Anyways, I was sitting reading on my phone because I have been using the library, like Kindle type stuff. Because, you know, I have a library card. Got to use the library card. Um, and my cat was cuddling up with me and just, oh, that was a trailer back there. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for the future, too. Um, I was sitting and laying down with my cat, giving her pets and scritches, because, you know, she is she is a beast and loves a little bit of attention like that. Which, let's be real, who doesn't love a little bit of attention and love and care? But I was sitting there, uh, just giving her pets and scritches, and I was like, you know, people really don't think that animals think. They're like, oh yeah, animals, they're nothing like us. Why would a why would we consider an animal to be anything like us? They're just you know, they're beings. What the hell? Can I not drop this? Why can't I not place this barrel down? Place the wooden barrel. There we go. I gotta have some kind of rainwater collection. I'm convinced even bacteria appreciate it. I am too, actually. But continuing with what I was saying, because I'm getting distracted by Zomboid. Um, I I was sitting there and I was like, why has any do the people that have like no regard for animals or no idea, no care, I should say, for animals and just go like, oh yeah, animals don't think. Do they not like look at the natural world at all? It's like imagining being blind. I can't imagine myself so separately from our place in the natural world. Yes. Like I go outside and I don't this is going to sound like this is going to sound very much like I'm like moralizing everything, which I do moralize a lot on this stream. But I can't imagine looking at our natural world and not having like some kind of sadness at how much we've fucked up this planet and how much we fuck up like the people and the animals that inhabit it. Like, I go outside very frequently, and it makes me sad because I'm like, there's no animals. Like, I see squirrels, and I'm like, yay, little creatures that are just there. It it just makes me so sad, feeling like we're so deliberately um not a part of this natural world, that like we need to be close to it. I feel like some of it has to come from religion, right? Like the whole dominion over the animals of the earth type beat. I would agree with that. Having grown up in a pretty religious background, they constantly talk about like, ah yes, the Garden of Eden, and then we learned about sin. And then I look at that and I'm like, do you not feel like any of that sin is still present in the constant exploitation of this world? Like, we look at a natural resource and we go, yeah, we're gonna make that that's gonna be our thing, and we're going to exploit it until there's nothing left. You you thought you enjoyed that? It's definitely largely Christianity brain rot. Their thinking is that by default people are removed from the natural order and above it, and they get to do whatever they want because God said so. I have a counterpoint to that. And also Z's going to come back and take us with him, so we don't need to have to take care of our planet. It's baked into the religion that before sin, there was the Garden of Eden. Okay, what is currently separating us from the Garden of Eden now? Sin, whatever. But giving, let's say Adam and Eve dominion over the earth is just like the Garden of Eden is the earth. That's the entirety of it. Not knowing sin is like doing ill will to your fellow man. And by completely separating us from separating us mentally from the natural order continues to propagate this idea that we aren't a part of the natural world, which is just downright ridiculous. It's technically the knowledge of good and evil. Yeah, but that also brings you back into the kind of stuff that is like, it's all women's fault. That, which I want to be sure that this is stated. I do not agree with that. Well, technically, Eve is the one that started blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. The whole point is that they both agreed to do it. They both agreed to eat the fruit of the apple of Eden or whatever. And then they realized, oh yeah, we can fucking have kids, whatever. It's all, if you think about it for even 3 seconds, you're like, what the hell's going on? What? Oh, it's supposed to be metaphor. Oh, okay. Then why do you take it so literally? Why take it so literally? It's not meant to be taken literally. Why are we taking it literally? The episode of Knowledge Fight I was listening to at work today, they were talking about this. I can't even remember what Alex Jones' take of the concept of the original sin was, but it was unhinged. It always is. That guy is an idiot. Hot take. Alex Jones, a fucking moron. Wow, what a hot take. Anyways, oh, I still had soup in here. Stale soup. Oh, I have 2 of them? Oh, fuck. Well, that's unfortunate. I kind of always thought original sin was metaphor for sentience. Yes. I firmly agree with that. Sentience is the idea that we can just exploit and take and not have to worry about what our ramifications are in the natural world is that I would say is the sin. Like forming community and being like we became the apex predator purely through our ability to socialize and create and like be pack hunters, which there are other animals that do that, like oh, what am I saying? Like wolves. Wolves are pack hunters and will very much, like, they occupy the same ecological niche that humans do. They have a much smaller impact on it though, because sorry, impact on the ecology of an area, because they don't completely destroy like habitats. There's the yin yang of when like there's a wolf pack in an area, it keeps the prey down. And if there's too many wolves, then, you know, they starve themselves because they are unable to, you know, impact the ecology in that same fashion. They don't, it's not like they sit there and go, yes, let's do some wolf farming today, my wolf spouse. Although, let's be real, it's very plausible that they have, like, they don't have communication in the same fashion that we do, but it's very plausible that they have the same sort of, like, ability to socialize and communicate and say, like, communicate to other beings that hey, I'm, well, I should say other wolves, that they can say like, oh, I'm hungry. That's related to everyone likes to think and pretend that animals and even plants aren't as sentient or sapient as they are. That's the point I was trying to make earlier. Like, I was petting our cat and I was like, our cat obviously has thoughts going on in her head. Like, she was sitting on the corner of the bed just going like, am I gonna jump down and harass you about food, or am I gonna stay up here and try and get more pets? And like, I was sitting there and I was just like saying like, okay, you go ahead and do what you want to do, cat, but I am offering you pets right now. And she ended up sitting down and like flopping, and I was like, yeah. I came to the conclusion like, oh yeah, animals animals very much have thoughts and feelings in that moment. Just like, yeah, she's just taking a second to decide. She doesn't have the kind of thought process or like brain power that we do, but she's definitely still cognizant and able to say like, yeah, this is what I want right now. The taking and hoarding resources, I feel, is very animal. The sin is that we are sentient and see the impact and still fall to our nature. Very true. Like, sorry, I'm preparing my thoughts because I'm obviously passionate about this. I have many thoughts and desires to share, and I appreciate you guys listening to my nonsense. But like, we know that we're capable of so many great things. Like, we're capable of saying, yeah, maybe I shouldn't eat that second piece of cake. Maybe I shouldn't sit here and man, I'm eating too much. We're capable of saying, okay, here's what I can do to improve my life and make it better. Also, need a wolf spouse. I, I haven't acknowledged that one, but I keep looking at it, and I'm gonna be thinking about that one. Need a wolf spouse for real, for real. Um, what was I saying? Like, humans are so incredible, and yet we spend all of our time doing the stupidest shit. Like falling to our vices time and time again. But I think a lot of that is, I would say, coping mechanism for the society that we're raised in and the way that we're socialized. Kind of find some beauty in that. That's like our mammalian heritage. Yeah, like it is what brings us together with every other animal in the world. And to ignore that and just go like, I'm made to become the world's best speedrunner of Super Mario 64. I'm gonna eat Huel. I'm not gonna think about like what my body needs. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna ham out 300. I'm gonna ham out 300 runs of Mario 64 trying to get 300 like 0.3 seconds better for 16 hours straight. Does that not make anybody else feel insane? And that's like normal. Well, maybe not the speedrunning thing. Maybe the speedrunners are just built different. But like tech bros and tech CEOs sit down and go like, yes. I want to move my body into a robot. No, you don't. Becoming a robot is giving up what makes us great. It makes us capable of experiencing so many great things. And like, sure, sorrow sucks. But at the end of the day, it's those beautiful moments of loss that make us so capable of creating such incredible art and incredible like connective experiences. Definitely insane, but also that's like old hunts from way back. We'd walk prey down for days focusing on just the hunt. I do think it is that that instinct, that desire to just achieve a goal, which I'm not knocking, by the way. Our ability to achieve goals is incredible. Like we are not the way that we are without some programming in there. But I think it's that focus on achieving the wrong things, I would say. Like the goal becomes running on the treadmill. And sure, there's beauty in that. There's beauty in the journey and not just the destination. But when the destination becomes the journey and the journey is just making more money and exploiting the cognition of others, you gotta take a step back. You gotta understand what's wrong and what you're doing to the world. Yeah, I appreciate all the flowers in the garden. I like how some people are freaks at their lane and how others are just all rounders or just a specific niche. I love that too. Like, specifically in nature, seeing, like, humans are very much like all arounders in every way except for having a big brain and like the cognition aspect. We're able to build tools and like put a bunch of stuff together to achieve those goals that we've been discussing. Like, we sit down and we go, yeah, we're gonna do I didn't realize that having a pillow actually improved your sleep quality. Anyways, like I find great joy in seeing what other people are capable of doing and what they need and like the journeys that they go on to achieve those goals. And I appreciate seeing the specific niches that animals have. Oh man, I'm gaining a ton of weight. We may have to do some exercises today. My meals, they're too nutritious. But yeah, just seeing like all of these different ecological niches, I find it so inspiring seeing just how these creatures or these other creatures can become so flourishing in what they're capable of doing. It brings me great joy seeing that nature is so crazy and that like, you know, Venus flytraps can exist. A plant that just a carnivorous plant that attracts like flies into its mouth and can move and contract and like to see that and go, I don't think that thing has any coherence to what life is. Like, I don't know the way that it perceives its existence, but it moves at a speed that humans can like look and recognize. There's those plants that like bloom in the sun and or bloom in the moon. We don't understand what their experience is like, and I don't think we ever will. But the fact that it exists is beautiful. The fact that we can see that these have creatures and like plants and animals. Oh, I forgot to. I knew I had more stuff in here. Oops. Anyways, what I'm saying is it's beautiful the kind of life that we see on this earth, and it makes me so sad knowing that people don't view existence or the existence of these other beings as like valid. They go, it's not like me. Better dismiss it. And then the same goes for people too. Like I see I see a bunch of different people that I don't understand them. I'll accept that. I don't understand a variety of different people and like the mindsets necessary to become like, for example, Becoming a furry. I don't get that. That's not. I don't get the mental hangups or like whatever uh brain chemistry is required in order to be a furry. Does that mean that I'm like, ew, furries? No. I'm just like, cool, that's your bag. What's your animal? Oh, you're a blue fox? You and you and every other you and 50% of other furries. Oh, tell me, you're a lime green wolf. Great. I love that for you. You're a lime green wolf named uh sorry, I'm trying to come up with the edgiest name. Okay. You're a lime green wolf named Dante. Great. I'm happy for you. Now I prefer not to have you get your freak on in front of me, but like I'm not going to stop you from existing. I'm not going to stop you from being Dante the lime green wolf. Fuck it. That makes it that makes life way more interesting. Knowing that somebody like that exists. Hell yeah. You go, Dante. Get your fly your freak flag. Being a furry doesn't necessarily have anything to do with getting your freak on. I know that. I'm just laying out an example. I will say, being online as much as I am, there's a lot of people that air some weird laundry that I'm like, I would that you would have to waterboard that out of me. But I'm glad that you are hopefully finding some kind of peace from this activity. And like I said, like again, I don't have anything against furries. I don't have anything against any specific group. I if I have an issue with somebody, it's with you as an individual. Because I know that individuals can change. I know that individuals do not have to be this this monolith, this single creature with like one character trait. No one has to be that. You don't have to be this the smartest individual. You don't have to be anything but who you are. But what you are is capable of change, and change for the better and worse. Keep that in mind. People can change for the worse. The fuck was that? Was that a cow or a wolf? Anyways, a zombie cow. God, that'd be terrifying. Has anybody seen Black Sheep? The zombie sheep movie based in New Zealand? Of course I have. I know you have. That movie fucks. That movie fucks tremendously. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And I love that about it. The ending, I am gonna spoil Black Sheep, so if you want to see it, mute for the next 15 seconds. But the ending being them throwing a fucking oh, I can't even say it. It cracks me up so much. The ending being throwing a lighter at a bunch of fucking creatures feasting and farting and them exploding is just so fucking funny. Like the rest of the movie is just ridiculous. I saw that the ending scene before I saw the movie, and then I saw the movie and I was like, "Oh, I have to watch that." That's that's insanity and incredible. Classic New Zealand humor. I think everybody appreciates the more absurd uh the humor, or the more absurd that you can make a fart joke, the better. Uh-oh. Water's out. That's my iron lung timer. That's my, just to make sure that I make sure that I'm remembering that iron lung was today. Well, it was good while it lasted. I'm surprised the power didn't go. Me too. The Dog Goblin! Yes! The best the best VHS tape in the whole fucking game. The Dog Goblin. I need to show that off. I think we're gonna do that pretty soon. Rotten TV dinner. At least the power's still on. Hang on, where's some wood? I think this is plywood. I think that'll count. Some carrots. Say what's up, Doc. I need to worry about my character's health. I'm a little overweight. I've been eating a lot and eating just a ton of junk. Oh man, is this car gonna be locked? Yup. Alright, well, if I'm gonna bust a window. Think this thing has gas? I'm gonna bet no. It does! It has almost a full tank! What? What do they got in the trunk? Gas can? Okay. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Neanderthals also trip me TF out. Like, I wish I could go see that. They buried their dead, had families with humans, drew on cave walls, and were around for twice as long as humans have been from then till now. Chip the Ripper. I mean, Neanderthals are insane. Like, humans are pretty crazy, but Neanderthals are exactly that, but like just they just got overtaken. Didn't they also have tighter knit communities? Not saying like they were closer socially, but like didn't they have smaller communities, and they also had like, I think it was a certain amount of this is theorized, I believe, but isn't there something close to evidence saying that they had smaller communities and tended to stay like in one area more. I'm not 100% on that. I thought I remembered seeing something about that. It's in that same anthropological vein. Of like human history and how interesting I find that. Like seeing all of the different information that I've heard about Neanderthals and like early humans. Like yeah, that stuff is pretty wild. Like they were I saw a video recently of I believe like hang on, let me make sure of what I'm saying. I believe I saw a video earlier that they're like deeper in the throat or like deeper in the chest of where they speak from, but like also more nasally just due to the way that their physiology was. So they had somebody who I believe was an expert on like probably a voice actor of some kind, like someone that specializes in ensuring that they have that kind of vocal range. Where's all my ammo? Did I not grab all the ammo either? Anyways, they had somebody specialize in that and be like, here's how this sounded, or here's likely how this creature sounded. And I was, it was like, ooh, or like, that silly ass noise. It was like, or something like that. It was the noise that they had the person make. I was like busting out laughing. I'll need to look into this and have a link ready for next time. But I was not expecting it. It was very silly sounding. Just the vocal register. It was like I can't even describe it properly. I'll need to look it up and find it and bring it back next stream, because it was something else. I'll just say that and leave it at that. I was very pleased at that making it onto the internet. But yeah, I find anthropology just fascinating, seeing the way that people like if I go back to school, which I may, simply because the pursuit of knowledge is admirable and it's neat. I may YouTube University a little bit more. That's kind of how I've been as of late with finding out this kind of stuff. But if I go back to school, I'm going into anthropology. That stuff is fascinating. Just the study of human history and like cultures. I've been learning a lot about the Roman Empire. Yes. Yes, we'll make jokes about that. Haha. Exactly like the stereotypical Hang on, do I have carpentry books? I think I'm just gonna sit here and chat and read book for a minute. Although I'm still on, because I need to make, okay, I'm torn between what I do here. Because we're out of water, and so I'll need to make probably some stairs that go up, and then make a couple of rain barrels, which I'll need carpentry for, so that I can hook them up to my pipes and we can get clean water, which would be great. It'd be awesome to just have clean water at the ready, especially since it's already expired. That is expired. I'm also torn between continuing to try and do I have a Moldra? I think it's more likely that we find that in Moldra or like March Ridge than around here. Because Echo Creek is a very small town. But if we could manage to find the generator book, then we can keep power running. And I also need... Man, I also need a bunch of seeds. I think March Ridge we may be able to go to and like pull enough of a zombie horde. Although, hang on. This time I'm coming loaded for bear. This last time I completely forgot that I had a bunch of weapons, and that's not happening again. We have a ton of 5.56. We have more 5.56 than that. I want shotguns. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna do the groundwork for next time, which is going to be bringing an M14, an M16, and probably a shotgun of some kind in order to try and clear like March Ridge or something similar. But in the meantime, we're just going to continue to chat. But yeah, anthropology is just fascinating. I love understanding our place in the natural world and like seeing how people have slowly overcome nature. Because that's a lot of what it is. It's just like we have overcome nature to a certain extent. I'll take 9mm as well. Man, we have so much stuff. Actually, this is less likely than I thought. But yeah, the world is... It feels so small now. It feels like there's no mystery anymore. And I think that that's just generations of humans being like, we are going to overcome the natural world. We are going to overcome the base condition of mankind. we are going to overcome every little obstacle in our way. And that's generations upon generations of saying, yeah, we're gonna do it different. We're gonna continue to make progress. We're gonna continue to innovate. And even then, like, surgery and the medical field is very much just like we're monkeys with sticks just like poking at each other, like, how does this work? How do we make how do we make this work? How do we figure out the best way to solve this problem? Man, we have so much 308. That is crazy. Do we have... I want like a 2x for an M14. Barton of 45. Yeah, we'll go with the 2x. But yeah, anyways, we're just, like, I work a little bit in medical, and we really do not have any idea what we're doing, really. Even still, after all this time, we're just kind of like banging rocks together and going, I think we're pretty sure that it'll work like this. I'm pretty sure that if I take out this guy's spleen, he's gonna die. But like, physiology is just so different person to person anyways, that like, you can only have a general knowledge of something like that. Do I have... I do have the magazines. Are there any... Do I have books on the ground for reloading and or aiming? Reeling in gear. Reeling in the year. Man, I need to give more attention to Steely Dan. I have not actually listened to a sizable chunk of their discography, and every time I actually sit down and do, I'm like, man, these guys have some crazy steez. They've got some crazy ass lines in there. I mean, are all of them, or a sizable chunk of them, about drugs and or prostitutes? Yeah. Those guys loved to talk about drugs and or prostitutes. But then again, that's those were the times, man. Everybody was talking about drugs and prostitutes. That's just how it was back then, you know? Which is a crazy excuse for that. It's crazy to excuse that kind of stuff with, yeah, that's just how it was. Okay, it didn't need to be like that. We certainly didn't need to continue on that path. That was the time. It's just how it was. We'll normalize how weird this was, right? I don't know if I actually have a reloading book, which would help speed up our progress on reloading and or aiming. But hey, I'm just happy to be here. Man, I'm so excited to see Iron Lung. I'm fully expecting that movie to be dog shit. Like, I don't think Markiplier is gonna co-sign on something that's just, you know, the worst movie you've ever seen. Or produce that. But I can't help but be like, if one way or another, it's gonna be notable. One way or another, the movie's gonna be weird. And I'm happy to say that I'm expecting a lot of blood. Just an unbelievable amount of blood. And hell, I may walk away from that going like, man, I need to sit down and write again. Which I do want to do, especially since I've been doing so much reading. Like, I have not really written as a hobby in ever, I'll say. My parents tried to get me to journal, but I was not of the mindset to try and journal. Part of that being that I was afraid that they were going to read my journal, which I think was very likely. They were not exactly the kind of people that respected privacy. I think if they found it, they would have ended up reading it. Which is, you know, not a fun thing to say. Fun fact, my parents sucked. Is not that's not something that people are like, wow, that's great. But, you know, it's just how it goes. Anyways, I do want to start journaling at some point, and I'm going to do that. It will happen. Let's get a bandolier. Shells. Is there not a bandolier of... I swear there was. Is that upstairs? Bullets bandolier. There we go. Okay. Where did I put my bullets? Is there more 308 on the ground here? There is. I think we're just about set. We'll just, we'll get our character a little bit of dinner. We'll get our character a little bit of dinner, and then we will make sure that they get some sleep. And once they've gotten some sleep, then we will call it. Okay, we have an M16 and an M14. The shotgun is probably a good idea to bring with as well. We'll bring a shells bandolier. More shells. More shells than we could ever use. And then the shotgun that we have over here too. I say this knowing full well that I'm either going to walk away from this completely out of ammo and not having killed all of the zombies that I need to, or it's going to be a shit show, which happens frequently with me. I love biting off more than I can chew. All right, gun time. I'm so excited for next time. It's gonna be so great. We're gonna get to use all of our fancy toys. Do I have anything easy to eat? We'll just... Oh no, stale sour cream. We're gonna make our character bored and upset by eating all of this not great food. Do we have more antidepressants? We'll just finish those off. The healthiest way to live, eating stale ham. It's okay, we'll just read a magazine or two. That'll fix all my problems. Do I have any hotties? I think I did grab a hotties or two. Ah, there it is. Photo book, nudity, an artistic guide. Yeah, you can find nudie mags in this game now. It is hottie. It's H-O-T... H-O-T-T-I-E capital Z. It's a... It's a great way to introduce people to the game. We'll just look through that. We can reread it. We'll just keep that on the nightstand. Is this where the hotties is? No. But yeah, there's nudie magazines in this game. You can't see anything, but like the implication is very much that it's porno mag. Oh my god, our character looks like Sasquatch. There's hair growth now? Do I have any razor blades or anything? My character is looking a little homeless. A little unkempt. I miss when they had... You have been growing hair like crazy. It's been like 3 weeks, which is definitely enough time to to grow a crazy amount of hair. And I think that's going to be the stream today. We got to get going pretty soon here for the movie. Who is live right now? Uphead for Prey, Celeste for 9bub. We rated Bub yesterday. I think we'll raid Prey. Anyways, this has been a good stream. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I have had a great time chatting with y'all, and I look forward to tomorrow. I'm always enjoying my streams, especially when people actually chat. So thank you again, Knife and Goats. I hope that you guys have a good evening. Bye!